We're on session 3. This is one I'm actually really excited about, beliefs. And the reason I'm excited about it is because through self-coaching and through doing certification, a lot of my beliefs changed that I didn't realize were a problem. And I'm not going to share all those with you right now because I'm going to talk about them as we go through the presentation. But it makes a huge difference to take a look at what you're believing about yourself, about your life, about everything. And we're not talking about religious beliefs here. We're not asking you to change those. You have beliefs. All a belief is a thought that you've continued to think over and over again. And it's become a belief. Um, and you can believe anything you'd like to believe. So, beliefs, what are they? Where do we get them? And are they working for us? And I found this little thing from American Gods, and I really like it because it's really true. I can believe things that are true, and I can believe things that aren't true. And I can believe where nobody knows if they're true or not. And I just really like the idea that we can believe anything. And by believing certain things, we conjure certain emotions. And um, the leader of the school that I did my certification through, she talks about believing that she's just fantastic. And she can do that, and it's like her own little secret and nobody knows. I just thought that was adorable, and we can all do that. You can believe whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So stay to the end and you'll see where to get the workbook, and I'll give you 5 questions that are the secret to getting unstuck. And those are 5 really good questions. So what we believe is based on our past. How to discover new, so this is what we're going over today. How to discover existing beliefs. How to believe something we don't believe yet. What we want is based on our future, not our past. So what you believe about you is based on your past right now. Beliefs are nothing more than thoughts that we practice thinking, like I said before, and most are we are not even aware of. So I always like to tell my clients beliefs are like handbags. And at some point, somebody handed us one, whether it's a kid on the playground, whether it's your family, whether it's friends, whether it's your culture, whether it's TV, it doesn't matter. At some point, you picked up this handbag and you decided you liked it and you put it on your shoulder. Or maybe you didn't even think much about it. This was this belief, this was this thought that was offered to you. You took it on as part of who you are. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at all of those and we're going to say, is that still working for you? Is that getting you where you want to get? Is that still something you want to continue to believe? And so what you can do is kind of inspect it, maybe set it down and walk away. How aware are you of your thoughts? So being aware of our thoughts is a skill, and they come so fast and automatic at first that you think you can't possibly grab a hold of any of them and change them. And in order to change our beliefs, we have to grab a hold of that thought that we're thinking over and over again and question it and decide if we want to put that back in there or not. And that's when we learn to be the watcher of our thoughts and see if our beliefs are serving us. So you can question beliefs not serving you. You will know a belief is not serving you if it's bringing up a negative emotion. So I wanted to put a note here to give you an example of one of the huge ones that was making a big problem in my life. I was always feeling overwhelmed. And when I talk to my clients about overwhelm, and I may have already discussed this, I apologize if I do, but imagine that there's just this pile of emotions on the floor and they're just in boxes, and one is labeled anger and one's labeled sadness, and then there's this whole pile of boxes. And overwhelm is just this big blanket that we throw over the pile because we can't deal with it all. And overwhelm keeps us stuck. And I was always feeling overwhelmed. Well, when I got to what belief was causing it, it was that everything had to be hard. And it's sneaky where this belief came from. And where it came from was you needed to work hard to get anywhere in life. You not even to get anywhere in life. Like it was just a belief in my family that you had to work hard. And that's great and that's noble and that's wonderful. But where my brain took it was, not only do you have to work hard and exhaust myself is what I would do, but also everything had to be hard. So if you got anything easy, that was suspicious. And so that was a belief that I kind of took out, and I was like, yes, it is noble to work hard. You do want to do your best, but everything doesn't have to be hard. And once I did that, I came up with a question that I really enjoy. I think I'm going to share it later. Just in case I don't, though, it was, yes, I will share it later. I'm sorry. This is live. I'm not editing this stuff out. All right, uncovering beliefs. What do you believe about your life? What do you believe about yourself? What are the lessons your parents taught you? What do you believe about your dreams coming true? What do you believe about your ability to create what you want? Why do you have your current results in life? Here's another way to uncover some beliefs. Fill in the blank. I don't like. I don't want. That won't work because I've never done it, so it's his or her fault because. How to believe something we don't yet believe. Now, first of all, why? Why do we want to do that? How successful are you going to be at anything that you're trying to do if you don't believe that you can do it? And if we need evidence from our past and we haven't done it before, we have to believe something new, right? So we can transform beliefs not working for us into ones that do, just with awareness and changing our thinking that's not serving us. So this is kind of where I was talking about that future focus versus past focus. We decide what's possible. To decide what is possible, we must be future focused. We can't base our ability on what we have done before. If babies did this, they would never learn to walk, right? The babies are learning, they're just learning to walk. They're developing their muscles. They're not saying, I can walk because I've walked in the past. This happens a lot with women, right? Like, well, I want to lose, they'll say a lower number than what they really want to lose. Like they'll say, I want to lose 30 pounds. And somebody will say, well, why not 50? Well, I've never lost 50 pounds before. Well, what does that matter now? And so that's just another good example. Like, and with anything we're trying to do, it's kind of like those babies learning to walk. Like we're trying, we're failing, we're trying, we're failing, we're trying, we're failing until we get there. But we want to base it on what we want in our future, not what we've already attained in our past. Is it true? Byron Katie asked that question a lot, and she's an author that I really like. We are suggesting that you question your thoughts and beliefs, but not suggesting that facts aren't facts. These are rocks. We all agree that these are rocks in the picture. But people can have very different thoughts about them. Somebody might think it's beautiful. Somebody might think it's just a rock. In some places, these are weapons. We don't think about that, right? But in some places, they pull people into the streets and they hit them with rocks. Those are weapons to that. So it just depends on how you think about it. But the way we know if a thought is serving us or if a belief is serving us is, does it conjure positive emotion for you? Is the goal only positive emotion? Absolutely not. And here's why. Some beliefs that we feel negatively about, we want to keep. We want to believe that murder is bad. We want to believe that people shouldn't harm children. We want to believe it's bad when people are harmed in accidents or natural disasters. There's some things that elicit negative emotion for us that we want to keep. We want to be sad when someone dies, right? It's just part of the human experience. What do you want to believe? What are the results you want most in your life? What are the beliefs that have kept you from getting these results so far? What do you need to believe to get the results you want? And why don't you believe this yet? What are the thoughts getting in the way? So in this lesson, there was thoughts offered to think. This is not the full list. The full list is in the booklet. And I just did some of them here for you. You are guided. That's a new thought I'm offering you as a belief. All these can be turned into beliefs. Everything is as it should be. Everything happens for you. It was meant to happen the way it did. You are exactly as you should be. Everything happens right on time. Love is always an option. I'm responsible for everything I think and feel. You are enough. We can do hard things. Money is easy. and there's plenty of time. So those are just ones that I grabbed out of the booklet. One that every time something good happens with my husband and I, we kind of laugh about it, but I'm like, it's always working out for us. That's kind of a belief that I have there. Another one is, gosh, I offered it on the video with no sound and now I can't remember it. Oh, I believe that the right person or the right thing or the right book or the right thought or the next step is always being placed in front of me. And that's true for me. It's always happening. Okay, so join our Facebook group to get the complete workbook. You can fill it out online. It's a PDF, or you can print it. If you print it, I suggest you do grayscale, just to save yourself on some ink. It's very simple. I kept it very clean and simple, so it's not too much to print. So those 5 questions that I offered you in the beginning. Sorry, I have one blue nail. I tried out my daughter's nail polish. I talk with my hands a lot, so that's probably in the frame a lot. So 5 questions that are the secret to getting unstuck. So overwhelm. We talked about that overwhelm, right? What is just one step I can take in the right direction? It will be too hard or too big a job. What if it were easy? That was the one that I knew I was going to be sharing later. Who am I to do this? Who are you not to do this? I hear this all the time. I hear this in my head all the time. Oh my goodness. I hear it from my clients. I hear it from everyone. Whatever it is that you're scared to do, whatever you're thinking, who are you to do that? You might be the one person that somebody's waiting for to do whatever it is you're afraid to do. I'm too scared to go for what I want. Why is that a problem? What's the worst that could happen? You're going to feel a feeling, right? We're doing feelings next. Complacent. Do you really want to be where you're at right now in 5 to 10 years? So these are all great questions that can get you unstuck. So subscribe, click the bell, and share this with anybody you think it would help. And join our Facebook group. The link will be down in the description. I also, going back to that, I think I also got my business page up, so you can click like on that too. If you're ready to work with me one-on-one or with group coaching, get in touch with me. And I appreciate you for being here. This was my second go round. Hopefully it was better than the first. They usually are, right? So I'm going to escape out of this.